The professional sports industry captivates millions of fans worldwide with its major media coverages and iconic athletes. Professional athletes consistently sport fresh, trendy attire and gear for every game they play, influencing fans to follow suit by purchasing new jerseys adorned with the names of their favorite players. Most professional teams, such as NHL and NFL leagues, will treat their jerseys as single-use, disposing of them after each game. Sometimes these jerseys don't even last the entire game, and players will switch to new jerseys during halftime. Not to mention the loads of the equipment required, with most items lasting no more than a year. This overconsumption is extremely unnecessary and could be easily avoided. Fans are blinded by the affluence and luxury of these major sports organizations and fail to realize how wasteful these practices are. Major companies such as Adidas or Nike will often sponsor teams or singular athletes, providing them with loads of new apparel and equipment. I sat down with university athlete Ella Jackson to see if these athletes really do utilize all the equipment and apparel they acquire during their time as an athlete. So how often do you receive new sports apparel from Boston University?
I receive it every season for cross-country, indoor track and field, and outdoor track and field. And it ranges from shoes to shorts to any type of headgear, elastics, anything that I might need.
What percentage of the apparel you receive from the school are you actually wearing on a weekly basis?
Oh, maybe only 10% of it. A lot of it just stays under my bed and I don't touch it for the whole year.
And with the clothing that you don't wear, what do you end up doing with it?
Usually I just like to bring it home and give it to family members or take it to Goodwill, but a lot of the times I don't really do anything with it.
Polyester, which is a synthetic fiber, is the single most common fiber used for sportswear and activewear. Synthetic materials allow for stretch and optimized performance when playing a sport. Other fibers often seen for activewear are polyamide, polypropylene, acrylics, and elastanes. To test this stat, I decided to look at the materials in a typical hockey player getup. The jersey is made from 100% polyester. The pants, nylon lined with a product called Vent Armor Foam, which is made from polypropylene. The padding, foam, nylon, and polypropylene. The skates, nylon, plastic, steel, and other various synthetic materials. The helmet, vinyl nitrile, and expanded polypropylene foam. The stick, carbon fiber. Most of this equipment is replaced on a yearly basis, and safety regulations advise that players buy new gear every year rather than purchase secondhand. So why are synthetic materials so bad? Typically made from petroleum, synthetic fabrics constitute 63% of the material input for textile production. Not only are synthetics such as polyester not biodegradable, but they also rely on the petrochemical industries for their raw material, meaning that this fashion industry staple is dependent on fossil fuel extraction. The apparel industry has been recognized as a significant contributor to climate change and environmental pollution. At its current pace, the fashion industry's emissions are projected to double within the next decade. Manufacturing textiles is regarded as a leading source of pollution, resulting in the annual accumulation of 1.2 billion tons of carbon dioxide. With these alarming statistics, it would seem ridiculous to discard of an article of clothing after one use. So why is it okay for professional athletes to do? Major organizations such as the NHL have already proved to us that they are able to create more sustainable solutions. For instance, in 2019, the NHL introduced eco-friendly jerseys made from sea waste for the All-Star Game. This could be perceived as greenwashing, however, as it shows that while they possess the means to produce eco-friendly jerseys, they have yet to integrate them into the entire season's lineup. Companies such as Vanavero have already begun to tackle the issue of sustainable sports equipment. They have developed eco-friendly bamboo shin guards for soccer players, which perform on par with conventional plastic shin guards while also possessing a longer lifespan. Despite having the resources to make professional sports apparel more sustainable, we opt to continue with wasteful practices. This is partly due to the reluctance of sports organization officials. However, it's worth noting that these organizations haven't encountered enough significant pushback from the millions of fans who are largely unaware of these concerns. Given the colossal state of the professional sports industry, there is extreme potential to revolutionize sustainability practices within professional sports if people were properly educated on the topic.